Hey everybody, it's old fat man from the holler. As usual, if you like my videos, hit like and subscribe and ring that bell for upcoming future content. Today, what I'm going to be unboxing is a spiralizer for taking different kinds of stuff like zucchini and squash and making it into noodles or different creations, as you can see. And it has the website down here. It says Brieftons.com where you can do your review, and then it also has PDF, one easy ways to prepare healthy and tasty vegetable dishes, and it has a website. So we're gonna get right into this, unbox this bad boy, because I was thinking, since I grew such monster summer squashes, why not buy something to utilize them? Because if I didn't utilize them, I'd most likely probably be giving the summer squashes to the chickens. There's the box, and I might keep that just for storage purposes. So we'll get into seeing what kind of parts we got going on here. And I mean, I watched a couple other people's videos, so it's pretty simple to operate. I watched a gal make some zucchini, and then the noodles came out a little long, and make them easier to eat, she took scissors and cut them to actually make them smaller, which is pretty ideal. And I had to remove all this tape. It actually holds everything in place. We'll get that out of the way. And then this piece right here, like in her video, it slides right out for easy cleaning, and you can tighten the handle up just like so, just by cranking the handle and tighten her down. This piece right here is where you put your vegetable, and then this is where, like the zucchini or squash, the back of it goes, and then right here it locks it in the front, as you can see right there. So that's not too bad. And then let me scoot that stuff out of the way. Then the next piece is, if you see this right here, that comes out, and you can put different. It has different, as you can see right here, it has different millimeters they can actually fit in, like 5.5 and 2 millimeter, and then they just simply slide down and lock in. Very easy to pull out. If you want to put a different one in, let's see here. Actually, it goes the other way. You just slide it right in, lock it in, and then you can stick it back in the protected case it comes in. If you want to put the 5.5 in, you can just do it that way. So it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple to use. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. And all you do is you lock it right here, and then you just take the hand crank, and as you can see, it turns it in, and it just pushes it in. You just keep turning it, and that's about it. And let's see what kind of paperwork that came with it, besides the components for actually using the spiralizer. It says, a free gift, we have prepared an extra Brieftons ebook containing over 1,000 recipes for delicious sauces that can be paired with your vegetable noodles. This is perfect complement to your spiralizer. Register today and claim your copy of this exclusive recipe book. How to register is right here at the website that you see, and then scan the code, enter your email and your Amazon order number, and then you can register it and get over 1,000 recipes. And I've actually did a little studying and used AI to see what can be made from summer squash and squash plants, etc. And noodles can be made. Pickles can be made from squash, pickles, noodles, stuffed squash, and French. I probably won't pronounce the word correctly, but they actually make a stew out of squash. It's a French dish. It's like a stew. It's pretty interesting. You can also make bread out of squash, similar to zucchini. So that's that. And then we have, it says, congratulations on your purchase of your 5-blade spiralizer. And it says, a model BR 5BO2. And it says, here are some types of dishes you can make with your Spiralizer. Asian noodle dishes, buns for your favorite veggie noodles into patties to create a bun, casseroles, fries and chips, create chips, shoestring fries, curly fries from potatoes, sweet potatoes, pasta recipes, pizza. Use the Spiralizer noodles to create a crust for your pizza, rice by processing Spiralizer veggies in the food processor, salad and pasta. Use Spiralizer veggies to create colors and textures to your salads, and then you can see the pictures right there. And then it also has a little more, and it has bonuses and stuff. You like some recipes, which I don't need recipes. I mean, they have all the support right here, as you can see. Support the website. Between my mother, my grandmother, and a lot of my friends, I have probably a half a dozen cookbooks, and I have general knowledge of cooking anything because I worked in the consumable food market, from fast food to restaurants, doing chef work, deli stuff. So all this is pretty typical to me. In the cleaning process, when you clean it, you just want to use hot soapy water, and then when you're done, you can rinse it off with cold water just for sanitary purposes. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then it shows the moving platform, the blade rack, the turning handle. I mean, you've already seen it. I just showed you guys. So that's all self-explanatory in its own right. So, and then it shows you how to actually put it on, where you just chop. Like if you're doing you do a cucumber zucchini, you slice one end off, and then you put it right here, and you put the other end right here, and then you just start turning it, and then the noodles come out right here. So I mean, it's pretty simple. And it comes with the 3 different types, so it's pretty good, and it shows diagrams. I'm always interested in learning new things, and I figured some of you guys out there that like some of my farm videos might be interested in this, because you can do apples, beets, bell peppers, broccoli stem, butternut squash, cabbage, lettuce, carrot, shallot, and then cucumber, delicate radish, and there's a bunch of stuff that I really don't know. Onion, parsnip, pear, partain, potato, toro root, turnips, sweet potato. That gives you all kinds of lists. And the cool thing, it actually gives you the temperature specifications, as you can see right here. Temperatures. It says cook method, cook time, best to bake the dish, and you can see all this right here. It gives you all the instructions to actually how to cook all these different varieties of vegetables, etc. And then it shows you the flat slicer, what it does. The flat slicer's right here, and then it shows you 2 millimeter, which would be in this general area, and then it shows a 5 millimeter, so you can actually make French fries. I usually don't. When I make French fries my dad's homemade way, I don't even peel them. I'll slice the potato long ways in chunks, and then what I'll do is I'll start cutting it down this way to make homemade French fries. That's one of my favorite things to make. And I figured I'd squeeze one a little bit more in for you guys that do like my farm videos, just for fun. This right here is Egyptian onions. They're called Egyptian walking onions, and the onions don't get very big, but the tops of them looks like a bloom, but it's actually seeds, and you can actually plant these, which will be more onions, to spread them out. And I've told everybody in the past, when it gets closer to harvesting time, I will be collecting seeds. And you've seen the onions. This is some morning glory seeds, just in case some of them don't pop up next year. Here's morning glory seeds, because I like to save seeds. And then the beans, I had a couple bowls of beans. I didn't really plant a lot. It takes a good amount of a yield to actually be able to can them and do other things. So I always try to save at least a little bit of seeds, and I have like 5 pounds of them that I actually bought from Seeds and Such, which is a great company for buying seeds. It's probably one of the best that I know of anyway. And then I actually did something else just for fun. I collected some. They look like berries, but they're on cedar trees. And I think I'm going to see what these guys will do, let them dry a little bit and plant, and see if I can start growing a few cedar trees. because around my farm, around the baseline of the property, I like to use cedar trees for privacy, etc., to keep like dust and stuff back. It's good privacy for my animals, so other like dogs or stuff can't see them, and it's like a natural cover. And as I told everybody, my summer squashes are big as my arm, just so I can show you guys that I'm not joking one bit about the summer squashes the size of my arm. You can see right here, here's my arm's right beside it. There's my arm. It's right beside the summer squash, big as my arm. And I mean, these summer squashes I grew, I've never really grew a summer squash, but I have about 20 of these guys or so, and they're pretty good size. And I'm going to, this week, I'm going to start picking all these summer squashes you can see and turn them into noodles. And I also have a dehydrator that was given to me brand new because my cousin bought it for my aunt, and she is up in her 80s and she does not use it. She's going to give it to a Goodwill, so she gave it to my mother. So initially I ended up with a brand new dehydrator, a name brand dehydrator, by the way. And that'll be a different video where I can show you guys how to preserve fruit, or actually stuff like bananas using the dehydrator. You can dehydrate bananas. You can you can use it. The dehydrator is great because you can make jerky with it. You can do banana peeling. You can do bananas, and it's all kinds of stuff you can do with a dehydrator. And you can also make jerky the old-fashioned way, just as long as you have a good pan and you need a good grate with holes in it for the grease to drop in so it doesn't go in your oven. And you can slow cook meat to make jerky. And I don't have per se stuff like Bass Pro, Cabela's, where they have the electric meat grinders. I actually have the old school meat grinders that actually mount to a countertop like this, and you mount your meat grinder to it, and you put a bowl under it, and then you, just like this, you crank it by hand. And I prefer things that are non-electric. And I also have a meat slicer in my stuff for harvesting animals and deer and stuff like that, because I've been off the grid for over a decade. And I say in 25 years, kind of, because I've been on my own since I was 16, I kind of collect things. So if I ever get into a predicament to where I don't have no way to get food, I'll just grow my own food or hunt and fish and forage from the land. Now, in the next move on my mini farm is I'm planning on planting some apple trees, pear trees, and as I can see, blueberries is crazy high because I was wanting to buy blueberry pancake mix and on Amazon and using food stamp card to do so. And they want like $27 for a pound, so I can tell that's pretty crazy. So I definitely thought about doing something a little different, which is just grow my own blueberries, and all you gotta do is stuff blueberries in it, or you can even dehydrate blueberries. And you can also make wine out of berries. I need to get strawberries, blueberries, and some fruit producing stuff. And I'm just the kind of guy that likes to be off the grid and doing my own thing and not really being too dependent on anybody. Because they actually gave me a food stamp card, so that kind of helps. For a long time, I worked and I made too much money, so I could never get one. Now I get one. Now I get like $100 or something a month, which helps because it gives me some flour and different stuff. And it's not so bad to have a little help or assistance here and there. I try not to do that. And all the time I usually go to the food bank, because I go to the food banks and I go to the backs of the building and get the stuff out, the trash, like different breads and vegetables and stuff. And that's what I feed pigs and hogs and chickens and etc. and stuff like that. Because I always try to be frugal, and I don't like to take from people actually probably worse off than myself. Because I got electric and water, internet and a phone and a truck, which is a luxury to me, because for a long time I never had a truck, nor electric, nor water, or internet, or a phone. So I got just a barely enough income to where I can kind of sufficiently live and make videos for you guys. So that's just a little insight of my life, which is, I shouldn't put it on the internet like that, but anybody that follows me, I'm not going to lie to you and hide nothing from you. I want to do everything I can to entertain you, to make you laugh, to inspire you, to teach you something new, or have you teach me something. It goes vice versa. The street runs both ways, so it's not about me, it's about us as a community. That's why I'm here, and I know some of my music and other content may be somewhat offensive, but at the end of the day, that's its own thing. And like, I know it's one channel, it should be all split up. And I've actually tried to do it, but I mean, there's a lot of people that actually follow me and they prefer it to be in one spot. So if they want to see reloading or this or that, it can all be one thing. So I try to do things that is enjoyable for the subscribers, and I enjoy doing this. That's why I do it, because I'm not getting paid by doing it. I've joined the Amazon affiliate, and I've been doing it since July, and I've made absolutely nothing. So I'm probably making somebody else happy, because they're probably making a little bit of money by selling products, and that's fine, because I don't really care about money. It'd be nice to have a little extra income to where I could have a couple $100 a month, where I can invest in equipment for making better videos and some better stuff and components and materials for reloading and doing different stuff. But I do all right for what I'm doing. Much love, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. And we're having a full moon here, so everybody be safe. And it's almost All Hallows Eve again, and I'm out.